Welcome. Everybody that's giving us some love. STEM Boys Watch Footy. You see us all in our team's garb right now. We're about to go to war on Sunday, but want to make sure to introduce all of you to the panel right now. We got your boy Waj, you got your boy TC, you got your boy E. How you gents doing this fine Thursday?
Well, it's cold over on the northern hemisphere, so unlike TC, we're bundled up, but ready to bring the heat on Sunday.
Hell yeah.
Like Saquon, I can handle the heat, okay, and the cold. That's why I'm dressed like this to deal with this cold front that's coming through New York right now, because it's pretty chilled.
I mean, that cold front is about to hit, and I really hope everybody who is able to watch gets a chance to stay warm after. It's supposedly going to be a big one, big blizzard. It's about to be a nice little ice storm as well mixed in there. So please don't jump off of boats, anybody. That's the big one. But again, thanks everybody for giving Dem Boys Watch Footy a listen. Please like, share, subscribe. Algorithm. I can't say that enough. Really loving the fact of what everybody's been doing for us. We're getting views on our shorts. Everybody's enjoying all of the crazy takes that we have to start the new year. So really love it. Love the energy. Please join the Discord community. Love to hear your voices there. Possibly meet up during the World Cup. We'll see. So, but the main reason that we are here today, we have Arsenal, the boys in red and white, and we have Manchester United going to war on Sunday. We're figuring out and discussing who is going to take this match. Right now, it's a really big match within the Premier League. Manchester United just came off of a big win against their city rivals in Manchester City, 2-0, while Arsenal has kind of been sputtering to get to this point, but they are in first place, 7 points ahead in top of the table in the Premier League. They just came off a dominating win in Champions League, 3-1 over Inter. But then as well, you had Arsenal, the last two matches within the Premier League has been 0-0 draws. So, gents, would love to hear where you think this match can start and go from the initial first minute. I'll start with TC. Give him a chance to defend his team that's lower in the table.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let him go first.
None of you guys have ever tweeted we're the champions, which is so funny. I think it's going to be an interesting matchup. I think the game's going to be won and lost in the midfield. So I think, between where we're looking to hold and depending on who starts in there, I think that's where you're really going to have it. I think the first 15 minutes of dominance are going to be where the game's going to be won or lost, because really, if your boy, what's his name, the guy from the small country they like to sauna, Odegaard is not able to do what the guy from the country of beautiful sun and life and less taxes was able to do, then you will have a serious problem. It's really about distribution, getting those two in between the lines, in between the midfield and the defense. If they can play in between the lines and get space, then both teams will have problems. So it's all about shutting down that midfield space to not allow them to play. And depending on who's able to do that the best, you will have a better start to the game. I think what we do know is that Man United are a second half team, and what we know is Arsenal are a first half team. You know what I mean? The only thing I think that you're going to find is that we are riding a very big high at the moment, and we have a new manager, so that's like having a 12th and 13th man. That being said, I think it's no feat. It's going to be a hard, tough game. Maybe not as tough as this weekend, but definitely a tough game.
Okay. Good opening salvo. Wise, what you got?
Yeah, that was a very good opening. I was expecting more emotion from TC, but clearly he's keeping it cool, calm, and collected today. So we'll be the loud ones. Um, no, I think he's right. Listen, it's gonna be a match decided in the midfield. Um, obviously they're coming off a massive high after beating City 2-0. And I don't believe you guys have lost a match. You've not won your past five, but you've not lost a match in your past five. Am I correct on that one, TC? Your boy still hasn't cut his hair. I know that.
Correct.
Yeah, your boy still rocking the fro.
Yeah, that's 5 in a row.
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah, you're almost there. But now that I think we had a massive high, not only with well, obviously with our Champions League match against Inter Milan this week, but particularly with Victor Gyökeres scoring a fantastic goal and giving that confidence. So yes, I think it is going to be very much decided in the midfield. It's going to be very much a Fernandes versus an Odegaard in terms of the captains, the distribution, and what the front line can do. I mean, I think it's fair to say that we, of course, have the stronger back line than Man U. But your boy Mbeumo is finally waking up. He's been playing very well. Bruno, like I said, has been doing well. Of course, you got that new news from Casemiro, so hopefully that won't him leaving the club at the end of the season. Hopefully that won't diminish people's expectations of him in such a big match. But I think at the end of the day, it's going to come down, like I said, to the midfield. It's going to come down to the line. I don't think it's going to be a full whitewashing for either side. I think that both teams are going to get goals, and it'll be decided by a goal, unless there's some serious crazy stuff happening. And for this match to happen now, I think it's very, very much emotionally charged. Arsenal come into the match, like TC said, we've been puttering a little bit, but we had a great, definitive win against Inter Milan. We're top of the league, top of Champions League, top of all the things right now. But we are drained. We are very much drained as a squad. So can they really come against a squad that is very invigorated right now? Can they and can they send them home? We're playing at home, and can we send these guys back to Manchester with the with the tail between their legs? That's the question. But we know how we act when these matches come up. We are eternal rivals. It's gonna be down to who wants it more and the team that makes the least amount of mistakes.
Yeah. Gotta echo a little bit of what you said. Can't echo all of it because I want to get a little bit more chest with it. Like Arsenal haven't lost at
This is
home
fucking
at all this season.
Yeah.
We haven't lost at home at all this season, TC. So I definitely think making the Emirates a fortress has been Arteta's number one thing since he's been appointed as manager of the squad, and it's been really lovely to see. Like the Emirates used to just be a quiet library. I'll never forget even going over there, like when the matches that I was able to see over in London at the Emirates, I was like, wow, okay, this is way different than what I've heard. And he's really changed how Arsenal plays at home. It's very hard for teams to be able to collect multiple points, or be able to blow out Arsenal at home. Definitely seen it within the last 2 years. So what I really want to see is that midfield battle outside of Odegaard and Bruno. I really want to see who's going to be challenging. It's going to be Casemiro and Mainu versus Declan Rice and Zubimendi. I really like that midfield matchup. I really want to see how the engine room is going to be looking during that match. And then as well, Set piece FC might strike again. Arsenal has 16 set piece goals in all competitions, and Manchester United, they just got Harry Maguire back. That guy does love to come up with a very timely header to win matches. So really excited to see where that goes. We did my last point is looking at the goalies. We TC and we did a little bit of a breakdown with um, Senator Lamons as well as earlier this week, and really seeing how David Raya, he's been killing it as a goalkeeper. Really hasn't had much to do in many matches, but when he has to stand up and stand on his head, he's been able to do that very well. Specifically, this inter match, he was kind of pulled out, and you just saw amazing save after amazing save. But Ian Wright actually called out Lamont, and he was just like, "I'm very scared of how good he is compared to Onana." So I'm very excited to see that goalkeeper battle as well within this match.
Yeah, the goalies, that's a really good point. Raya, of course, his record over the past 2 seasons has spoken for itself, and obviously this season, I mean, his clean sheet record is quite impeccable. But Lamont has been a beast, and he's so talented. I mean, anyone can see that. And yeah, what will the front line of Arsenal we bring into Le Mans versus Man U's front line to Raya? I feel it's a great question. It's gonna be a great battle. Um, Set piece wise, obviously we're dominant. We're gonna be dominant from the corners. We know we're gonna be throwing in mad ball set piece FC style from the corners, from free kicks. That's gonna be happening. But at the same time, we also be careful not to let Bruno, do one of his magical free kicks. So
Yeah.
that's what got us with Liverpool. When Szoboszlai had that beautiful kick, and that's one of the other parts that we just have to be very, very cautious of. But as you said, or as TC said earlier, he's got Michael Carrick now as their 12th, 13th man with the new staff, new coaching. But we've got home field advantage, and as you said, we have the Emirates is now a fortress. So if this was a match away, I'd be a bit more concerned.
Yeah.
But this being home, I'm confident that we're going to take it. It won't be easy, but I'm confident that the boys can take it home.
Yeah.
Boys, listen, to be a fortress, you've got to have something inside worth protecting. You ain't got shit inside. So,
guy just with the.
So I think what you must also remember for this game, there's two different races we're running, really, essentially. Let's all remember that. We're running two different races, two different title races. You guys are running for the title race, we're running for the top four. Although very similar, two different races. One, you can beat us, doesn't affect much. We can beat you. That can change everything.
No, I mean, shit, TC. I mean, yes, if you beat us, we're still gonna be 4 points clear. But but if you win, I mean, then you're gonna jump up to 38 points. You'll leapfrog Liverpool. It's a game changer for you guys. I think there's a lot more on stake for you boys than for us.
That's what I said. That's what I just said. Yeah, that's what I just said. I said it's more for us.
I was half listening to you. Sometimes I do.
That's what happens when. Listen. I want to ask you guys this one question. If there was one player from Man United that you would take onto your team, who would it be?
I'll go Mbeumo. We need, as much as I love what Trossard and Martinelli have done, especially Martinelli with that Travella pass to Gyökeres this past Wednesday. That was an amazing pass. I ain't never seen that from him. I didn't know he had it, and I was very happy to see it. But our left wing, especially within the Premier League, has been very lacking. That service has not been the greatest. And Mbeumo, he is able to play all over the front of the line. And what we saw in the very first matchup, even though Amarim didn't have a proper time at Manchester United, that first match, Arsenal against Manchester United, y'all had us stretched out. It was pause, but it was Mbeumo, Cunha. They were just spraying the ball all over. You had acres of space. It was something like I would have loved to have him on the Arsenal.
I'm so sorry. What was the answer to your question?
Bryan Mbeumo. So
okay, that's just wanted to check. Yeah, nice. Talking shit about my team like that. Edwaja?
I would agree. I think I'd probably Mbeumo, because he's really been proving himself as a striker. He has been one of the more successful strikers. Yeah, I'd probably take Mbeumo. Or maybe, we don't need Cunha. Don't need Diallo.
Don't need Bruno.
Don't need Bruno.
You don't need Bruno. Bruno creates more chances than anyone on your whole fucking side.
Don't need him.
We love that you love Bruno as much as
you need Bruno.
Yeah,
we don't need Bruno.
We don't need him. So who do you want to take?
You guys are fucking idiots. Let me tell you. That is why you guys will never be coaches, because literally the one of the best players in the Premier League, he's better than everyone on your team, and that's a fact. Okay, what I'm saying, no, it's a fact. It's not even a question. It's a fact. He is better than everyone on your team. Name me one player who's better than him.
Our team is top of the league.
Name one player better than Bruno Fernandes
in your team. Top of the league. Your team is not. So let's just.
Yeah, and
You
that's the
asked
whole
the question.
point.
Why does it sound like you're avoiding the question, Caroline Levitt? Who is better than your?
No
No
one's
one's
avoiding the
injured.
question. We're
Bruno
just
was
trying to
out. You
make
guys
sure
will
that
be
we
done,
keep on.
cooked, delayed,
See,
to be.
you guys can't even answer. You can't even answer that
Don't
because you
even
know
answer
the
the
truth.
question. Who would you
Not
take?
one player in Arsenal.
Who would you take?
Yeah, who would you take?
Uh, just answer who your side is better than Bruno Fernandes.
No, no,
Are
answer
you
the
an
question.
owl?
Stop jumping ahead.
Answer your own question.
Yeah, answer your own question. See? What's
Saliba,
wrong with Man U fans?
Okay, Saliba. You take
Saliba.
Saliba over Gabriel.
Yeah,
Okay, why?
I like his calmness and the fact that he's not Brazilian.
Okay, that's an interesting one. Usually people love the Samba King, but I hear
Mhm.
it. Yeah.
They
Uh,
do. They just don't fare well in Manchester.
uh, yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
The weather, it just doesn't do well to their skin, their usage. London has a bit more culture for them, so they get better, but it doesn't fare well for Manchester for them. Okay, back to the
Yeah.
real topic. Are you telling me you can't answer which player is better? Let's just give me one player on Arsenal's team that is better than Bruno Fernandes. Listeners out there, please
Saka.
can you give me one player
I'll go
who's
with
what?
Saka. Yeah, you heard me.
Thank you. Okay.
And
Yeah,
I'll go
I
Declan.
said it's cool.
Rice.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, we love the
And
condescending king that is known as TC. But to keep us moving, to keep us going,
let us
let's
be named. Let us be named the condescending king.
yeah, that I'm
All
giving him that because he loves to say
Condescending
how
king, you mean the truthful realist? You
see
guys are so
exactly.
fucking delusional. You should be on Fox Sports, okay?
You're so
That you should be
delusional.
on
You
Fox
support
News.
Man
That's how
United.
fucking delusional you are.
This jet right here. But to keep us on course, let's talk about the tactics. As we saw Manchester United with Carrick over this past week, seeing as though your team only has one game a week because you crashed out of both cups. Uh, we saw that with Manchester United, you played Dorgu as well as another left back in a 4-2-3-1. You had Diego Dallo, who should have been sent off with a red. He wasn't. But then as well, you had
Stop. Well, he shouldn't have been sent off. He wasn't. The ref
Washington.
saw it. So you're gonna tell me you, who's never done a refereeing course, is
Yes,
gonna
I have.
call a ref
No,
and
no,
VAR?
I've actually done roughing.
Have you done? Have you done? No, Premier League. You've done a Premier League reffing course.
I've
You've
done
done
U.S.
updated
I've done
You?
2006 rules.
I've done U.S. professional
2006 rules.
refereeing. Yeah, I've done
2006 rules.
I've done U.S. soccer refereeing back in 2010 to 2012. So
Damn, the
That's all we need to
condescending
know. You
king
might as
coming
well
in
say you've
pretty
done
good.
badminton. Okay.
okay,
Yeah,
I
okay,
I
never
chill out.
played
mean,
badminton.
were they
You
taking
What
penalties by running them in your rule book? Were they? No, no, you got me fired up now. Were they taking penalties in your rule
Yeah,
book? Were they
that's
still
it. That's what
running
we
to take
wanted.
penalties in your little soccer rule book?
No, that was back in like
Huh?
'94, bro. Come on now. If you're gonna talk bad about
That
U.S.
was up until
Soccer Federation,
2005.
Bro, you are just talking smack for no reason. You
yeah,
you're off it. You're off it. You're
yeah,
off it.
No,
You
no,
gotta
no. I apologize. Let's not. Let's.
Teflon right
I
now. What
digress.
are
Let's
you
get
doing?
back to the topic. Let,
Okay.
let's get back to the
uh
topic. I think what you were
okay.
saying was you were just saying that you said Dallo should have been sent off.
Yeah.
I was saying that's no. All I was saying is I don't think so, and I think the referee agreed with me. So I'm going to go with him. And the fact that it was a yellow was very just. I think what you must be careful of is sliding into this bullshit ass fucking soft ass freaking way of playing football. Football is a contact sport. It wasn't intentional. See, the difference is it wasn't intent. You miss intent. This is what you didn't listen to, and maybe you missed. You
If
missed the
we
intent. If
weren't
there's
in the
intent, that's a
Premier
red
League,
card. Because
if we weren't in the Premier League, that's given a red all day in any European competition as well
mate,
as
if we were on the playground, you'd be sent to your teacher. You can't say that. I'm sorry, no offense. It's based on the ref who saw that and the VR. So I doubt that
okay.
you could say
I
in
don't
every
trust
other league it's
the
going to
Premier
be.
League
No offense, you can't say
referees.
that.
I'm glad that
You
you
can't
do,
say that. No,
but
I
I don't.
disagree. I think in Spain it would have been fine. I think it would have been fine. Like in Holland and
You
Italy, definitely
joking?
would have been fine. Italy,
You are
100%
bugging. You
would have been
are
fine.
bugging.
You're bugging.
You're
But
bugging.
as
There's
I was
no way.
As I was
Yes.
talking about, Manchester United's back line, you had Luke Shaw, you had Dorgu, who was able to score a goal, you had Dallo, and you had Diallo. So you had your entire right side was funneling your attack while your left side was doing a lot of the defending. Luke Shaw, he did get a yellow. He was subbed off, but you guys kept a very strong shape with Kobe Mainu, Casemiro really in the engine room defending. You had Dorgu paired with Diallo and Fernandez, and Bryan Mbeumo in the very up top. Do you feel as though that's the same structure tactically that Carrick's going to go with, or do you feel as though there's going to be a little nuance to how he plays? Do you think Sheshko?
Firstly, though, I just want to correct. I appreciate the question. Thank you. I just want to give a little sort of just a little just go back. Most of the attack came down the left side of the Man United side of attack on Saturday. I think that it's not going to be the same. You're not going to play the same way you played against Man City. You're going to play against Arsenal. I think what you might see is slight tweaks to it. I think based on personnel, based on what's happened in training. Um, I think what you might see though is still very similar setup to what we have. It's a 4-4-2 that we've been playing, I think. Um, and it's something that I think we saw work quite well if the impetus is there. So I think you'll see something very similar. There might be very slight tweaks to deal with, like you said, with the spaces in the midfield. So it might be a bit narrower. It might be a bit narrower on without the ball. So they might funnel there less. And then with the ball, what we're going to do is probably going to try and spread it a bit wider to play a bit more wing play to allow that space to come in between so that Bruno can fit in between the lines there. I think that what you're going to see is transition is where there's going to be quite a bit of an issue there because we know you're quick on the transition. So there's definitely going to be a robust sweeping kind of thing over there in the sense of you might see Martinez very, very long kind of pulling up there, or on corners, you're going to see Ahmad playing very from the halfway to kind of counter that quick transition. So we'll see slight tweaks, but I think, with Carrick, he's really kind of feeling it out, and I think he's trying to impose the Manchester United way on top of the personnel that he has.
Okay, and then Waj, for you, especially
Mm.
after this big win over the midweek over Inter, now Arteta has a start, like not really an issue, but kind of a welcome problem to have in between.
Yeah.
Does he start Gyökeres? Does he start Gabriel Jesus? Like, what are you feeling out of Arteta that you want to see in this match, and what do you think he'll actually do?
That's a great question. The money right now is on the momentum, right? And the fact that they both scored goals in this midweek match, but I think I would go with Jesus personally. I think start with Jesus and then bring on Gyökeres and see how it's going after 45 minutes. But that's going to be a 50-50. Depending on who's done better in training. We can expect the other forwards to be Saka on the right, of course, and then most likely
Trossard?
Trossard on the left. The usual mid three with Zubi, Rice, and Odegaard, and then the back line. What does concern me particularly is Miles Lewis-Skelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so will he be? Will we play Timber again and have Ben White on the right, and then bring Skelly on as a sub? I think that's obviously the smarter move to play. So I think he'll keep probably that back line that he had from the Forest match. It makes the most sense to me, and it's the strongest back line that we have. So yeah, I guess the only question which you have is a great problem to have is which forward do you play? Which striker do you play first? But yeah, my money is on Jesus. I think he's also just a bit better at badgering and just giving problems to the Man U back line. But Gyökeres has got that power, and he finally demonstrated that. So I guess it's a matter of them fighting for that spot over these next couple of days, and then Mikel's going to make that decision on Sunday morning. But yeah, that's gonna be 50-50 in my opinion.
No, I mean, I in our group chat, I did send over an image of Gyökeres getting absolutely manhandled with somebody as soon as he came on. Just a guy, just like his whole body is over top of Gyökeres, and he's just like
Yeah,
looking at the ref. Are you going to call something? And I feel as though seeing that in European football, and then also he has to live that within the Premier League. It's something to really watch out for because Jesus, as you said, he knows how to maneuver around, and Gyökeres could be the battering ram to end the match. So
Hmm.
I would really like. I honestly would still like Gyökeres with Jesus finishing it off, but being
Right.
a little bit more on top. I would rather have Eze uh, in this game instead of Odegaard, but we know that's not going to happen because
Really?
Odegaard is our captain. Yeah, Eze in his 66-minute cameo, we did score 2 goals with him in there. I what I did see was more playing centrally and then instead of on the wings compared to when we have the match. Usually, when Odegaard is in the match, he likes to come back, grab the ball from the
Yeah.
midfielders, be
Yeah.
able
You're
to
right.
transition it, and then push it out to the far right, where we do get majority of our chances is coming from right end swingers or Saka shots across the box, things like that. So
One
I
thing I also,
I like more centrally than out wide, especially in very big tight matches such as this. So we'll see what happens.
one thing that I've been noticing is happening more and more. I'm sure you've seen it too, but Saliba is coming up the pitch more,
Yeah,
and the plays are good. At first I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, what are you doing past this point?" I was like, "He's almost about to be in the box. I mean, he's taking
yeah,
shots now."
the high line.
Um, I,
Yeah.
I I know it's a high line. I don't know when Mikel was like, what you get to do, Willie, you get to go up front and get to join the attackers. It freaked me out the first
Gabriel,
time I
good
saw it.
credit to you.
Yeah, I
Listen,
think this is
listen. If you
hilarious because a lot of the players don't know what to do. They're not used to defending Saliba
Yeah.
so high up, or also maybe that's also going to be a factor that they're working in more in this part of the strategy to let Saliba bring the ball up further up, and then you can have Ben White run up behind him. You got Saka. I mean, there's so many different opportunities you have now with Saliba doing this, but it will also open up some opportunities for the attack. Of course, with Zubi, then he'll come and play a back line as well and join the back four. So it's just been interesting and fascinating to see Saliba doing this after so long, which we've never seen in previous seasons. So
Yeah. It's a
can we
nice
see more of that?
nuance. He's been really introducing a super high line to combat these low blocks that these teams are giving.
Yeah.
TC, I know that you wanted to jump in really quick. What
Yeah, I
you
wanted to say, yeah, I hope you guys play that High Line because then it's gonna be like the High Line in New York, a tourist attraction. We're gonna walk straight on that thing, straight through that, because the High Line is when we lack. You haven't noticed we play on the shoulder, okay?
You do.
Shoulder. This is Casemiro's last game. Casemiro is Don Casa to you motherfuckers, okay?
Where's he going?
You guys are gonna learn today.
You're
You're
gonna go to the
gonna
casa.
learn today, son.
Well, with that, gents, I would love to hear your predictions for the upcoming match. I'll start off. I'll give a 3-2 win at the Emirates. I'm going to say just a set piece to win the match in the 89th minute.
Right. TC, you go next. I'll be the tiebreaker. 2-0 what? 2-1?
2-1 United?
For those who can't see TC's disgusting
2-1
fingers.
United.
2-1 Man United.
Manchester United. The ones who won
Fair
the
enough,
Champions
fair enough.
League not once, not twice, but thrice.
Shut up, man. I can't hear you from all the way down there. Shut up. Stay with your chest next time. Now, I think, and I know I said earlier to me, babe, I think like I said before, it's going to be a difference of a goal. That's what I believe. But, it's always good to gamble. So I'm going to go 3-1 Arsenal.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Before we close off, let us talk about the new things that Manchester United are about to do. They've agreed to a deal to create the Crown style TV drama to really discuss like the history of their club, the drama that's around it, and the company Lionsgate is actually going to be doing it. So they got us talking about how both Arsenal and Manchester United have done big deals in the past. Arsenal has had uh, All or Nothing on Amazon Prime. Really great documentary, especially that was how the fans, I think, got more endeared to Mikel Arteta being the manager after watching behind the scenes of that season where we finished fifth ultimately. But I really felt as though that that helped bridge a lot of fans to understanding what Arteta was trying to develop. And then as well, you have Manchester United developing this new show. Arsenal also has a dating show that they were creating. So, gents, like, what type of TV show would you want to join under your club's banner? Uh, Waj, I'll start with you.
I mean, I'm not for the dating show, so I would absolutely prefer this Crown, based series or whatever it's styled series. I never watched The Crown either, but I mean, I know English history, so I'm assuming that once Fergie leaves, that's going to be the equivalent of Princess Di dying. Just
Oh,
like
no.
it's gone down. Like what season is that? Is that season 5 or season 4? I don't know.
That's season
Because
four, yeah.
the next season will just be the implosion of Man United for the next 15 years.
Yeah, who's going to
Um,
play Fergie? Who's going to play Mourinho?
man, that's gonna be who's
Who's
gonna
going
play
to play
Giggsy?
Wenger? Yeah.
Hey, hey,
Like, yeah,
sorry.
who's gonna
So
play Wenger?
soccer
Who's gonna be the
fans who
chief?
joined the soccer world like last year, unfortunately for you guys, there's people like George Best. There's actually Sir Matt Busby. There's actually people who've won
Yeah, no,
World
dude, I'm,
Cups
I'm not, I'm
and
not,
stuff
I'm
like
not
that. So
disputing
that
your
before you
history.
come
Your
and say,
history
oh,
is
no,
a
no,
great
no,
part. The
there's
first
more
3
than just
seasons.
like the last 10 years of history,
You
you
have
fucking
TC, you guys
dipshits.
have
You fucking
145 years of
plastic
history to
red-faced
cover.
motherfuckers.
140. You just listen to this motherfucker. You have 145 years of history to cover, right? And it's gonna be great because everything basically until Fergie leaves is gonna be something I would want to watch. And
Yep.
then it's gonna be the train crash of the post Fergie era. And that shit
Wait,
is
hold on. The
gonna
same train crash in that same period, we won more trophies than you guys. So you saying that during our
no,
most
you mean
successful
so after
shitty
Fergie
period,
lost,
that a time period that
after
we've been
Fergie
in,
left,
that
you guys
we've
won more
won more
trophies.
trophies than you?
After
Okay,
Fergie left,
fucking
you gonna
your
call this
team
a
is the
good period?
shittiest piece of
You're gonna
dog
call
shit.
the
If that's
worst
what you're
period in your
talking about.
history the best period? Is that what you're gonna say?
If you
I'm
call it
talking the
us
post
this
Fergie,
period, then
post
you are
Fergie,
worse. You know
not
that.
current, not pre Fergie, post
You
Fergie.
fucking
Why you
reprobate
so
Well,
mad?
bastard.
and
Post
on that
Fergie
note,
reign.
I would love to end us on a high note. I want to thank everybody again for giving Dem Boys Watch Footy a listen today. Please like, share, subscribe. Algorithm love. We needs it. Really appreciate TC, Waj, your boy E. Really love it and really excited to see what happens on Sunday. We're going to
Come
see
on,
what.
you got us. Come on, let's go.
Come on, you Gunners. All right.